Hi, folks. We're already to Wednesday here as we've got some clouds in the sky here in central Louisiana and got our tower cams back. And we're still seeing the haze, that mixture of some Canadian wildfire smoke and some dust from the Sahara Desert, still mixing in here for today in the Alexandria County. Let's go over toward Leesville and check out what's happening to the west of us. And likewise, we're seeing some haziness and some clouds as well. And then checking to the east over toward Gina, looks like things are a little bit better over that direction. Less haze, again, but a partly cloudy sky. So glad we got our tower cams back. So I'll be talking about this. Hotter days are ahead than what we've had today and yesterday and Monday. So a pattern change will happen after this heat. Rain and thunderstorms will kind of break the heat, and then we'll look at the tropics and see if anything's happening over there. There has been a little change. All right, so radar indicating a little area, showers and thunderstorms to the west of us and a little bit more to the southeast of us. I think what will happen is this might try to make a run into the Toledo Bend country and into Sabine Parish, but it'll be isolated at best if it does survive its journey from East Texas into the beautiful Toledo Bend area. And then this stuff to the southeast probably will build into the southern parishes in a very isolated fashion. I don't think you'll muster 20% or 10% maybe in both areas combined. So not expecting much out of that. Just want to let you know that's a possibility. Going into your satellite and radar, we continue to see a little bit of a decrease in the tropical situation over here in Florida. The convection is still there, but it's not as intense and organized as it once was. And then you can see these storms developing to the west of us, trying to slide to the east. Let's check out things beyond this into your futurecast. This is our short-term forecast where we kind of step you through the next couple of days at important times during your day. So for this evening, entertainment, that type thing, maybe some late errands, no issues, but the stray shower is possible. I'd say less than 10% though. Going into your Thursday morning, back to the commute, no issues except the humidity in the forecast there. And then, of course, we'll go into the Thursday evening drive home forecast. Isolated shower or a thunderstorm can't be ruled out. Only about 10% of that as well. But it will be hot. Make sure that AC is working in your vehicle. And then going into Friday morning, once again, the commute, the humidity will be tough. And going into Friday afternoon for the evening commute, no issues expected there. But a stray shower remains possible. There's a batch of Saharan dust there coming off the African coast. Now, the more current one is kind of fizzling out for us. I'm not expecting too much. So over the next several days, I think you'll see a little bit less haziness from the dust situation. Tropical interest areas from the National Hurricane Center, the only change would be we're up to 80% there in the Eastern Pacific, and the Hurricane Center has dropped the little possible system that might develop off the southeast coast of the United States. As I showed you a minute ago and made the comment that you can see the convective pattern is less than it was the past few days. Tropical development beyond this time frame through late June. If anything develops in June, it's generally either in the Gulf of Mexico, the Caribbean Sea, or off the southeast coast of the United States between Bermuda and the southeast coast, somewhere right in this large particular area here. There is a little low potential for development in the Gulf of Mexico, Southwest Gulf, and the Northwest Caribbean. Once we get through the next 7 days, Hurricane Center's not outlooking anything in the Atlantic Basin. Remember, they dropped that little system off the southeast coast, but some low potential, I think, for after the next 7 days in the customary places. Let's get back to the 7-day forecast and the why as to we're going to see a pattern change. First of all, right now, you can see that this flow is from the southwest right through here, all right, and that southwesterly flow is on the north side of a little bit of a clockwise rotation in the upper level pattern right here in Mexico. That's a high pressure cell or high pressure ridge, a hot bubble of air. It's kind of far away from us, but it's still large enough. It's reaching out and touching us, giving the heat that we've had past couple of days. Now let me fast forward as we go into later in the week and into the weekend. This will be into Saturday. where we still see that see that clockwise circulation right there, still across South Texas, Mexico, and then kind of zonal west-east flow on top of that. So a flat ridge there, but it'll be a hot one. I think Friday and Saturday will be the hottest days we've had so far this summer with that. But if you look up to the northwest, here are the changes that I'm talking about. A lot of energy gathering in southwest Canada. And as I go forward into next week, by Sunday, next part of the latter part of the weekend, Sunday morning, say, we see that energy begins to be felt down here in central Louisiana. As we see that pattern change, the high pressure has been kicked off to the west of us, away from us, and this pattern is taking over the weather pattern, taking charge of things here in Sinla, and that means some showers and thunderstorms going into Monday. Once again, still the pattern with that northwesterly flow, kind of what we call a disturbed pattern, and there'll be some energy left from the heat wave, and of course that will set loose some showers and thunderstorms. Then going into Monday night, early Tuesday, likewise, we still see that northwesterly flow persisting, and very little change through the Wednesday time frame as well. So only 10% next couple of days. The heat and humidity will be on through Saturday. I think will be the toughest time, and into Sunday. So the next 4 days will probably be the highest heat indices we've seen so far this summer, maxing out in the Friday, Saturday, Sunday time frame. But notice how the minimum temperatures increase, 75 there for Saturday and Sunday. And of course, that means that, yeah, the humidity will be kind of tough, certainly tougher than it normally is for June for us. But the rain chances increasing, getting in there about 30% Saturday, 50-50 Sunday, likely Monday and Tuesday, and then going back to 50-50 there for Wednesday. Notice as once we get into next week, this kind of breaks the heat, brings us back in the 80s for highs with typical mid-June, early June low temperatures, about 70 to 72. All right, that's your 7-day forecast then. The heat won't last forever this time. So Nick Bickers will be back with you. He'll have a lot to say about this for tomorrow morning. And I'll be back again tomorrow evening and update things once again. Hope your Thursday is a good day, a safe day. And thank you for